and then we went from 100 viewers to 400 in 2 minutes, and then 2 minutes after that we had 2,000 viewers.
So guys, if you look at this, Aaron has been streaming Valorant since I guess, well, Valorant is not out yet, basically, but you can like put your category as Valorant and talk about Valorant, which is exactly what he's been doing, and he's been trying to put himself as the #1 Valorant streamer, which he has done successfully so far, by the way. You can see the growth here. What was this event that happened here on yesterday that made such a big spike here in the viewers?
Yesterday.
Yeah.
So basically I hyped it up for the previous 3 days. So like 4 days ago I started hyping this event up. So we got confirmation from leaks by someone on Twitter. And this is basically what I do, just take information on people from Twitter and then just talk about it on Twitch because everyone's interested. So this news came 4 days previous that there was going to be some news on the 30th of March.
Okay.
So I set this date. I literally wrote it down so I would remember it. And we had got 8 o'clock. Then there was going to come some news directly from Riot. And I started streaming 5 o'clock that day. And I was super lucky because the news came 6 o'clock. And there was a new video about it was the new video directly from Riot, just talking about. So I basically just viewed that and talked about it. And then we went from 100 viewers to 400 in 2 minutes, and then 2 minutes after that we had 2,000 viewers.
What the
so we popped off, yeah.
What the man, okay, that's insane. So basically, to tell the viewers again, to make it clear, you started streaming literally from 0 viewers like 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago maybe.
Yes, I never streamed in my entire life.
Never streamed in your entire life before, and now you just reached like 2,000 viewers in one stream, which is, I don't know if this has ever happened before. It definitely has in terms of other influencers starting on Twitch, but not like as a, let's say, like a newcomer, like a total newcomer, like nobody, you know, like nobody knows you, and then 2 weeks after, like pretty much everyone in Valorant knows you.
And it's not like I got hosted or anyone. Like,
there's no host, there's no follow bots, no view bots. It's like 100% legit, and that's fucking amazing. Let's bring the time back a little bit. When did you like actually start thinking about doing all this? Because it's like it's definitely planned out in a long time, you know.
Yeah, I've been not necessarily streaming. Actually, like streaming I've been thinking about streaming CSGO because that was my previous game, and I've played CSGO for 3 years, and I've always been like super competitive and trying to even go pro in CS. And as soon as I saw Valorant, I knew I had to take this opportunity.
So when was this exactly on the timeline? Like,
I guess 1 month ago was when I realized I had to do it. And then I started working on my Twitch, and then here we are.
Yeah, and you started getting more and more knowledge about the game, so you can actually establish yourself as the guy who knows the most about the game. Because when I watch your VOD, you've been giving out a lot of information about all the different things in the game, in the classes, the stuff, you know. You seem like you have everything under control, like you know everything about the game. So it makes sense. Exactly. It makes sense for people to come to your stream. Like that pretty much explains the viewers as well.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, up until yesterday, I was definitely the guy on Twitch who had the most information. But now it's kind of changed because streamers who played on the event, who have already played the beta, are now starting to see that this Valorant will actually blow the peep up. Like it's gonna explode. So they now have no more knowledge than I do.
Yeah, because people are realizing now, and do you think that now is a little bit too late to start going onto this hype train, or is it right now like good time for this?
No, it's not too late. Not even close.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Maybe for the information part, maybe a little bit late, because we now know that the beta will come out 7th of April, and a lot of information will come 3rd of April.
Yeah.
But the people who give the best information right now, I will admit, it's not me. These are the players who have playtested the game. They have better insight on how the game actually works. I may have better like dates and statistics and stuff like this, but they have way better information. So, and I think the information part is completely over, because when the beta comes, then there's no real new information to talk about. At that point, people want to see the best player, the biggest highlights, how to get good at the game, stuff like this. So it's definitely not too late to start this.
Yeah, definitely, and there's gonna be tons of more people jumping onto this train, and you know it's a good thing to do, because as we see, Aaron, you're pretty much the proof that you can go from 0 to like 1,000 real quick.
Yeah.
And like, what do you yourself think about the future? Like, how's your Twitch gonna look like in the future? What are you gonna try to do?
Yeah, so far my Twitch has been completely focused around information, like giving out information to the people about how they get into the beta and things they want to know about the game. But in the future, I'm definitely going to be taking a more, let's say, professional take at the game, where I try to actually go pro and record and do all that stuff, like record the progress from 0 to hero in Valorant as well, because now I'm 0 to hero in the information, and now I'm gonna go 0 to hero in the ladder. So basically the ranking system.
Yeah, sounds nice. Yeah, when I watched your VOD also, I heard you talk about this, the same thing, that you already told people that are watching right now that you're gonna try to become a pro there. So this means that people will be more inclined to watch you again, because they already expect you to like get even more knowledge about the game, get better, give tips maybe, like tricks and tips maybe. I don't know, maybe that's your plan as well. So they have more and more reason to come back to your channel, and basically what you've done is you have like foolproofed your channel, like
established myself as a Valorant.
Yes, exactly, that's the word for it. and so that's one thing to remember for everyone else who's thinking about doing the same thing. Like you can't just talk about the game and then disappear, or you have to continually push people to come back to you by giving them reasons to come back. So Aaron is a really good example of that. So like, we're probably going to see his Twitch channel grow even more and more at this point.
Yeah, definitely. I would be surprised if it stops now. I mean,
yeah, it definitely won't stop, because the game hasn't even launched yet.
Yeah, it's
like
crazy.
Like, imagine what will happen when at the day when the game launches, and you're sitting there with 900 viewers before the launch. And while it launches, you're probably gonna get like easily one more 1,000, or maybe 2,000, or could be even 10,000. I don't know. It's gonna be exciting to watch that.
Yeah, I want to say, like, the most important thing. We've already talked about this a lot, but let's just summarize it. What has been, like, what has made me different from everyone else, or the thing that made me grow, is basically being unique. Like, everyone tells you this, to be unique, but there's so few people who actually get to be unique. And I had the opportunity to be the like Valorant information guy, but now that train has already passed to be the information guy, because now people have more information on me and they can take that train. So now I have to take a different route. And we'll see what that route is going to be. Hopefully, it's going to be the pro one. I'm thinking about that, because my plan is always to become a pro.
Yeah, and there's one thing is being unique, which is definitely key. Finding your niche, so to say.
Yeah.
And another thing you definitely had going is timing. Like, timing is everything. like there's gonna be more and more opportunities in the future with other big games like this, where you can jump on the hype train and start going like this. You just have to decide, like, because there are many people who have thought about doing this, who have thought like, oh, if I would start streaming about Valorant now, I would be pretty established, but nobody's doing it. I don't know why. I guess it's people maybe don't believe that Valorant is going to be big, which is like, it can happen that Valorant will not be big, but you'll still have your community that you have built up.
Yeah.
And but I don't think Valorant will be a failure. I think it's going to be pretty successful.
Yeah, it's already been shown that there's never been a game with this much hype ever. Like, literally never been this hype for a game.
You think?
No, there's never been. Like, we checked some statistic on stream. There's never been not even close. This hype before a game.
Well, then. That's pretty exciting.